Good morning, guys. This is Roger with Old School Futures. I am just signing in this morning. I thought we'd do something a little different this morning. Uh, First of all, we're just getting into the market, just signing in. It's what time is it here? It is 8:50 pre-market. Had a little news at 8:30, which was right here. Market drove down. Uh, Looking at financial juice on my phone, we had retail sales PPI at 8:30, core PPI month over month, year over year, and then retail sales as well. So that's where we had that pretty good move right there to the downside. It was a little negative. So yes, before you get in the market, always check financial juice. I keep it on my phone just so I can check economic news before I get started. We've got consumer confidence at 10. We don't want to be in the market at 10. So we will bear that in mind. Um, so yeah, let's put some indicators. Let's go back here and check out what happened yesterday. There we go. This was yesterday. Excuse me, we need a profile for that. So we're going to set a volume profile from 9:30 to 4. All right, there's that. That's yesterday's New York session action. I am going to mark the value area high, which is this blue line. And I'm going to make it blue. Turn it into an array so it extends out all the way to where I'm at now. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom line. This value area low. Extend it out. Double click it. Turn it blue. Make it array so that it extends into my session, current session. And let's mark the point of controls right here. And oops, there it is, point of control. Always orange. Make it array as well. Now we go to our current session, and there are the lines we just added. Value area high, value area low, and point of control. Good deal. Now, what we also want to do so that we get a good idea of the pre-session volatility buildup from the London market, which is 3 a.m. This point right here. $259, close enough. And I like to pull it to 8. As things start getting crazy around 8, after 8, pre-market. 8 o'clock. Okay. So you can see we have our daily from 6 p.m. here, Globex profile. We have a London market, pre-market profile, and we also have, we don't even have to go back in time. We went and marked it. This is our previous day's value area high, value area low, and point of control from the previous day. So we have found value in yesterday's distribution. We're staying with it. Right now, we are currently at the Globex point of control and also the point of control for this London market. So we're just going to sit still. We're going to sit on our hands a minute. As you might notice, I'm down to the 30-second mark because I'm scalping and I want to see some of these smaller moves, these more aggressive, quick moves. I've changed changed to a line for my price so that I can see my delta bubbles better. The delta bubbles are on here and exactly where they took place. You can see when we got to the value area high from yesterday, we tried to push up. Sellers wouldn't let that happen. Pushed the market down. Where'd it go down? Right to VWAP. The green dotted line is our futures VWAP. It is right here. VWAP futures. I don't use the VWAP daily anymore. Starts at a different time than the futures. The futures starts at 6, resets at 6 p.m. and the Globex opens. So I want to track it from that anchor point. And then a weekly starts over on Sunday there. So that's where you get that. My weekly is where? Down here. Daily, weekly. I also added a simple moving average of 50. Oops, trying to get this off of here. 50, that's this white line. All that is telling me when I'm in this 30-second scalping mode here, that's telling me when we break above that 50 and that's a momentum move right there. If we're staying here and we're parked at the 50, we're not really pushing hard. When we break above it, stay above it, can't get below it, stay above it, move. That's another little momentum move right there and a momentum move down. So it's just for reference. I don't really take it on a crossover or anything like that. I don't let it constitute my trading. I pretty much use it for reference. I can see because it is trending up that buyers are in control. It just gives me a point of reference, basically. Sorry about the background. I got some dogs, so bear with me. Not a lot happening right here. Sometimes in pre-market we get a little nuts. We're kind of bouncing from point of control to VWAP. I wanted to show you how these levels get respected from the value area low of the London session to the high of the London session. Back to VWAP to the high of previous day's session. Back to VWAP. We're respecting these levels. London session. No, sorry. This is the open. It's marked in light blue over here. Open. Green is high. Red is low. It's since 6 p.m. So we also respect that. That's why we have that on here. We will respect all of these levels. It looks busy, but when we know that we can get some confluence in respecting these levels, action off of these levels, we want to have them on the chart. So everything's on here and we're ready to go. Our bias is right now, I would say, pretty much a fading kind of day. We're in a consolidation according to previous day. Its high was here, low was here. We're not trying to find value outside of this 66.85 to 67.32 range. That's roughly a 50-point range, and we're range bound right now. So we don't want to take it. We may take a fade here off the top, back towards the center or the bottom. But right now, kind of in the center. So we're just sitting on our hands, watching the market, see what it's going to do. Watching the players, watching the bubbles, see how they react off of different levels. Here's our midpoint too. So that's a good level. Midpoint between high and low and VWAP are aligned. That's a good double confluence there. With buyers being in control, might be it's not one of my A setups to take along here, but it could happen. I'm going to pause now to wait for some action, and I'll get right back with you. One thing I failed to mention is I did drop down to a micro ES. We were trading minis before. I realized that some of you guys probably are new, and the high dollar amounts might be freaking you out a little bit. So I dropped down to a micro. The micro is 1/10 the size, so every point's $5 instead of 50. Much more manageable, especially with a prop account. And you can do well with micros. You can scale them. I like to do 2, and it gives me 10 points, $10 a point for my moves, and much more manageable than $50 a point. It lets you, it gives you a little bit more time to react, and I think that may be a better market for you guys, especially if you're starting out. I'm going to drag this London market on out, just kind of see what's going on with our levels. Kind of respecting this high level, respecting the low level. Point of control is here. We see that over here. Right now, we're just bouncing around right here, so trying to establish who's in control. So I'll be right back. Just gonna sit on my hands and watch. Okay, guys, we are watching, still watching. We moved off of VWAP here. We came down. Looks like we did a little liquidity sweep right here, under this point. Still not trying to see if buyers will come in here. As we grab this liquidity, and some are coming in. See them over here at the 911, 908, 911 mark. Not real strong yet. So, seeing we've got, let me stretch this out. We've got some good momentum to the downside. We're respecting the 50 SMA. Showing me some momentum to the downside. Sellers are strong. Sellers. Time and sales. Looking at the DOM. Got some buyers at 710. That's them right there. Probably market makers. A little above the market, a little below the market. That's what they do. That's the purpose of a market maker, to provide liquidity and make the market move. So that's where a lot of those big lines are. Get some buyers stepping in. We may respect this a little sooner. It could be a trap. Let's see. Did come a little bit below that. So let's Blow this up for a second, get a better look. Grab this liquidity. Have grab some here. Still look like we've got a good bit of liquidity in this area here. Also below here. So not an A setup. Might take a chance off of this little high volume node, which is our low value area low. We may take a chance on that one. Let's move my head so you can see the profile. You don't really see an aggressive, any aggressive bubbles here. Maybe a little, but they're small. See if we respect this line like we have been coming down. I would like to see it drive down here. I thought this was going to drive on down here. I was going to maybe take a long down here at this high volume node here, but first a little early. Let's see what's going on. See what might happen. Back to VWAP again, maybe, or the 50. All right. Just going to pause it and hang out till something happens, and then we'll bring you back. Okay, we're still not doing anything. What I want to do, guys, is to get you in a habit. I want you to draw a vertical line at 10 o'clock here, because just before 10, maybe about 5 minutes to 10, just draw a line there. We don't want to be trading there. We want to be out of the market there. That's our financial juice said. Was it on the economic calendar? Consumer confidence. We don't want to be trapped up in a trade at that time when we don't know what the economic news might say, and we could be caught up in a pretty harsh move. We don't want to do that. We want to be cash at that time, and then we can always, if we have to get in here, we can get out and get back in. Maybe at even a better spot. So I just wanted to add that. Come in and add that to you. A lot of times, instead of drawing that line, I'll put a sticky note on my computer next to my keyboard here on the times I want to be out of the market. Always pay attention to your economic news and let it dictate when you're all cash. You don't want to be in the market when the economic news is happening, because it can be a pretty volatile move. A lot of people like to say that the big money's moving the market using economic news. That's all a crock. What happens is most people are afraid of the economic news. They'll get out, so there's not a lot of liquidity. There's not a lot of positions in the DOM here. What'll happen is these will go really low. So what happens when the move takes off? If someone's lifting the offer, it'll just keep going up and up and up and up and up real quick. Or if they're hitting the bid, it'll go down, down, down real quick. So it looks like it's being affected by big money, but it's really, there's no one to take the other side. So it has to go to the next level, and it just really flies. So just want to be aware of that and not be in the market when that happens. Okay, looks like we're pretty docile and calm here right now. I wanted to show you what the micro will do for you Maybe we'll take a trade off this ledge just to see. Let's put in a trade right here. We're respecting this ledge. We'll try to go up here, come down about 10 points or so, put a stop. Stop. There it is. Now remember, 10 points or 9 points on this stop's only $90. So let's see if we come down and get filled here. I just wanted to show you the difference in the micro ES or the MES versus the ES markets. I've been trading the ES markets. It may have scared some of you because the dollar amounts are huge. These are more manageable, especially for someone starting out or someone prop trading. So very hard to blow an account when you're trading a tenth of the size, and the moves are $5 a point per contract. So I'm trading 2 contracts, it'll be $10 a point. If we get filled here, every point move will be $10. All right, I'm gonna pause it now and not waste your time. If we get filled, I will come back. Okay, guys, not anything really happening here, and I would normally get out right because the market's getting ready to open here in about 3 minutes. What time is it? 9:25, about 5 minutes, getting ready to open. It can get really volatile when it opens, so I would really take this limit order off, but I'm going to keep it on just to show you guys the micro ES and the movements we'll do here on the P&L. So I'm going to keep it on. I'm going to move this down another 10 points or so. So that's only $200 down there. So I'm not real concerned. I don't think the market will go that far down, but it'll get squirrely here in just a minute. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. When I get filled, I will come back. All right, still waiting. Thought we were going to get filled there for a second. We're here at 712 and a quarter. Front running 712 a little bit. There's a big order there, big order there. Big order at 707. We're front running this guy so that we get filled. Sometimes it'll partially take all of these, and if you get in there, you're at the back, so you don't get filled. I like to try to front run big orders if possible. A lot of buying going on here. Got a little absorption there. A little absorption at 713. No biggie. I've got my volume filter on my time and sales set at 25. Getting ready to have to move that up because the market's getting ready to open. We're gonna have to probably slow that down a little bit in a minute. Not a lot happening here, guys. We're sideways. Put this up a little bit. There we go. I was trying to make a play off of this little ledge. You can see a nice little distribution, right? Tight distribution right there. Trying to make a play here. Of course, it could go down here too, but some more buyers coming in, pushing it up, pushing it up, pushing it up. There we go, pushing it up. See them coming in over here and right here. You can see the delta bubble building. And here's the sellers. Sellers are coming in. Looks like the market just opened. It's a shame we didn't get filled. It's gonna come down. We'll see what goes on here. I'm gonna hold that position. Maybe we get filled right here. Let's see. A lot of selling coming in. A lot of sellers. A lot of sellers. See the delta growing there. We're filled. All right. Get to the ledge, and now we're back up. See the smaller amounts. I think it's a little more manageable for some of you guys that are especially just starting out. It's a lot easier to take. And then what you do when you're trading this size, you wanna take small gains, you know, 20, 30, $40 gains, just take them. Especially if you're prop trading, because there's a good one. Back up to let's take that. That's about $50, 47.50. It went back up to close to point of control. We took it, got a little momentum there. We got a little slippage to the good side. We're okay with that. And it's on to looking for the next trade. Okay, so we from there to there. We made 47.50, and as you can see, that was what was that? In at 12 and a quarter, out at 17, almost 5 points, so 4.7 points, 4.75 points, $10 a point, a lot more manageable for some of you guys. So, wanted to show you that. Let's see what happens at this point of control here. This point of control is our overnight value area high. I think let's just take a short at it and see what happens. Short that point of control, see if we get filled. We'll put something up here for a stop. All right, we're filled. We could go to, this is the overnight, this is the open at 6 o'clock last night. So if we go much past that, I would bail and close it. Looks like we're respecting the point of control. Maybe not. Here we go. Let's see if these buyers follow through. You can also watch this. Let's move this up a little bit so we can kind of see buyers moving up. Got something coming down. We're getting absorbed. Okay, we're going to take the other 30 here. Oh, well, didn't get it. Missed it. If we come back to this point of control, somewhere right in here, we'll take that. Put a limit order in there to take it out. If we get there, looks like the buyers are trying hard. They're not being very successful though. Let's have a group of sellers right here because we moved down pretty good from right there. Okay. And buyers are pushing hard. Let's see what they do at this open here. Got my hand on the exit just in case. 25. I'm really close to my inch. I'm only $70 there. Let's move this. Let's move this. It's the high. Things can get crazy right here, especially at open. I don't want to get knocked out and then it turn and go the other way. There's our line where we want to be cash. We want to get out of this trade before we get to this side of this line. It's that news event talking to you about. As you can see, this is much more manageable, especially from a beginner's point of view. Just trying to fade this distribution here, guys. That's all we're doing. Got in a little early. We were having some reaction on the point of control, but looks like buyers may take over here. We may get out of here in a second. See what happens. They get past this open. I'm gonna bail. Here comes some sellers. Okay. Where's my shorts? Where's my shorts? There they come. Got a few coming in here. Moved it down. Move it down a half point and a whole point here. Okay, here we go. Come on. Come on. They're trying to come in. So we don't have a lot of interest above this, do we? Sellers coming in. Boom, boom, boom. That's big money because it's all the same size. See if they're successful. A little absorption there. Some buyers sitting right there, willing to pay a higher price. All right. Got here. Well, we're having so much trouble here. A lot of trouble here. For what reason? We know this is yesterday's value area high. Today's open. We're just struggling around the open here. We had probably had a lot of liquidity at the open, sitting there with limit orders. So we have a little trouble there moving it. Not that I want it to move up, but I just want to see a reaction. I want to get out somewhere close to this line. So I either want to be wrong and get out, or want it to come down and then I can get out. Some sellers coming in. Sellers, I should say, shorts. I have trouble using that seller versus short language and buyer versus long language. Just know when I say buyers, it's usually long, and sellers, I'm usually referring to shorts. You get in, you're buying either way. All right, it looks like some sellers coming in again. Let's see what we look like. Come on, guys. Apply some pressure. Come on. This over so I can exit if I have to. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. They're building. See them building. Sellers coming in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Couple points. Yeah, I think we get out. We get out here and take that 25. Didn't do it, did I? All right. Let's take that 25 bucks. I'm a little nervous about the bouncing going on there. Trying to move, but not able to. We got a point of control here, and we're getting close to economic news here, so we wanted to get out. Anyway, it shouldn't have went on down. That would have got my full trade in. Now we're at 72. We took 2 trades. I'll show you those. 2 trades, won both of those. Made 72.50. We paid 416. Total P&L 68.34. There's the 2 trades. We're in 1:36 seconds and 8 minutes. 2 contracts for each. And these are micros. MES, M. M is for micro. ES is for the S&P 500. And Z is for the December. And the 5 is the 2025 contract. So that's what that symbol means. So there you go. Much more manageable trades for you guys. If you were scared to do anything with the regular ES, you always have the option of the micros. There's a good opportunity to go long again right here. So as soon as they grab this volume or this liquidity, looks like they're moving down hard. Should turn right here. But we don't want to get back in because we don't want to be in the market here. We want to be cash when this news happens. So just let it happen. Okay, guys, there we go. Try to inform you a little bit more on this micro, on these micro contracts and market. A little bit more manageable for you. They have a micro NASDAQ, which is NQ, and they have a micro gold and a micro crude oil. So yes, and they're like a tenth of the size of the other normal markets. Sellers are getting hot here, man. Look at that. We're gonna stacked up behind here too. Just running over these guys here. They're really hitting the bid. And here comes the buyers. Should turn right here. Start back up. Didn't quite make it to the low of the day. And there's the buyers. There they go. Good place to buy, guys. Looks like a fading kind of day. All right, I'm gonna get out here. Thanks for joining me. Hit like and subscribe if you will, and catch you next time.